lines for two.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Abdurrahman Al-Tabi. I'll be giving a talk about regular expression today. So, what is exactly regular expression? Regular expression is just a language. It allows you to search for text, validate strings, replace and delete data that you don't want. So, to understand regular expression, you have to know the language itself. The language itself, it gives you the ability to single match characters or stuff. So you have the dot is one of the regular expression special characters. You have square brackets with hyphen inside, and square brackets with caret, with a caret, yeah. Guys, videos on the board. Square brackets with a caret.
Let's focus.
Okay. You have backslash W, backslash D, backslash S, backslash big W, or cap W, backslash cap D, and backslash cap S. All these characters mean something in regular expression. I will explain in just a minute. So you have another thing that you have in regular expression, you can specify how many characters of something that you're looking for. So you have quantifiers, you have question mark, asterisk, plus, and you can give it a range from minimum to maximum. Also you have the position. You have caret, dollar sign, backslash, less than, backslash, bigger than. And then you have the rest. You have the pipe character, you have parentheses, and you have parentheses with a question mark and not semicolon, colon. So let's go back and explain what does the dot do. So dots is basically any character except a new line. So if you're looking for any character, but that character is not the new line or the line break, you have to use dot. If you're looking for a character class, you want to look for A, B, and C only characters. You should use the square brackets and you put A, B, and C in here. If you want to use a range of characters, use A, capital A, to hyphen Z, capital Z. And that will give you the range from capital A to capital Z. If you want to do the negative, so you want to look for something that's not a capital A to a capital Z. Use the caret, capital A hyphen capital Z. And then if you want to look for a W, is just square brackets.
So sorry, the caret. What's the name of this character?
The caret.
Caret?
Yeah.
It's not the at?
No, this is caret. At sign is
At.
No, I think it's caret.
Sometimes they call it, but this is the negation, right?
Yeah,
the negation.
The negation.
So how do you negate if you want to not include those characters? So how do you do it?
Okay, so if you don't want to include some characters, you do caret all these characters.
Okay.
So basically, slash W is just A through Z, capital A through Z, and then A small to Z small, and then 0 to 9, and underscore. And when you go to google.com or you go to any website and you register your email or something, the email has to start with these characters. It doesn't include anything else. So that's the W. To do the capital W is just the negate of that. So caret W, if you want to do it. That's the easier way. So W is just the opposite. The capital W is just the opposite of small w. And D stands for digit. So 0 through 9. Capital D stands for anything but a digit. S stands for space, tab, new line, all these.
What's this?
White space, exactly. And capital S stands for anything but a white space character. Quantifiers, question mark, it says, but it means that there's something or nothing. It's either 0 or 1 of that thing. So if you do dot, question mark, so what I'm looking for is there's some character here, but it might be there might be no characters. So it depends on how you use it. So it's either 0. Yeah, it's an option. So it's 0 or 1. Asterisk means 0 or more. So sometimes people write their name by like my first name and then space, 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 and then my last name. So there's one space or more. Plus sign means there's exactly one or more. So it starts at 1 and then goes further. The example I gave earlier should include my first name and then a space at least, or a tab, or something, and then my last name. And then minimum maximum is straightforward, just there's at least 1, or at least 10, or 15. Positioning, the caret is in every line in your file, the caret will match the first character in that line. So if you have hello world, yeah, the start of the text of that line. The dollar sign will match the end of text on that line. And these are just word boundaries. And then the pipe means sometimes people will write Assalamu alaikum or marhaba for greeting. So if you're looking for a greeting, you can say Assalamu alaikum in one box or marhaba. So it depends. Like it's either this or that. The parentheses is just for capturing. I want to look for specific text, but I want this content. This is what's important in the text. And this is just saying when you do parentheses, the first position will be 1, the first parentheses will be 1, the second parentheses will be 2, and so on and so forth. I'll give an example and we'll clarify that. And then if you don't, so if you don't want to capture it, you do parentheses, question mark, colon, and then you give it the same expression over there. And it will give you exactly the same thing without capturing it. Okay, so the tools we're going to use, there are 2 different tools. There's DFA and NFA. I'm not going to get into that, but the tools we're going to use, Oak, egrep, Flex, and MySQL are DFA tools. And there's also an NFA tools, which is grep, VI, Sed, Less, More, Python, Ruby, Perl, Java, .NET, and etc.
Does Git have Git?
I think so, but I'm not sure.
Git?
Yeah, Git actually uses Ruby. No, Git is C.
The service itself is.
The services. Yeah, when you do.
GitHub.
I think in .get ignore you use some regular expression over there, but I think it's taken from Emacs. I'm not sure. So if it's Emacs, it's
the standard file.
I think it's DFA. I'm not sure. So let's give an example on like if you have a text called hello regex. So basically, when you want to capture that text, you have a file, and that file has hello regex. So the beginning of the text is just a caret, and then you have the less than, beginning of the word hello, and then end that word, and then there's a space, and then beginning of another word, and then it starts with R capital E G E X, and then end that word when then there's a dollar sign means that's the end of the word. That's the end of the line start. And then you can just like make it a bit smarter, and then you can say, okay, hello, it's L 2 times. So what I did is just L 2 times. and then there's a space, and then regex. And then you can also do the class, the character class, and then you can tell it, I know there's an O, E, H, I, but I don't know their position. But I know they're in the first word. And these are 5 characters only. And this is the word. And then there's a space, and then I know there's another word that has R, E, E, X. And these are also 5 characters, and the end of the, that's the end of the line over there.
Yeah. Can I go back?
Yeah.
The first one.
So
there's no space in between, so we'll detect it?
Yeah, there's a space actually.
Oh, okay.
There's a literal space.
So this will capture a specific line.
Yeah.
It's not just words. It's
Yeah.
a full line.
It will capture the full line.
Full line.
Yeah. You can put parentheses and you can tell
But
it.
if
like-
there's
Actually,
if
it's not gonna
it's in the middle of the line, it will not capture.
It's not capturing anything.
It's not captured. It's
Matching,
just
not
matching.
match. Yeah, sorry, match.
If you want to capture, you put parentheses.
Yeah.
But I'll do an example of egrep. So we have a file called has the text called hello regex. You do egrep, and then you tell it to only show me what's matching. So I did the cat of hello regex, and then you can do, okay, I want to match the first word. The first word. Oops.
Okay.
Oops. Oh, sorry, I forgot the file name.
It's searching.
Okay. So that will match only hello. And then you can tell it hello regex. And it will match. And it will match both strings. But if you want to match the whole line, you do it with the caret and the $sign. And it will also match that. But it doesn't show you.
But if I put any character after the X, it will not match.
Yeah.
No, in the text one.
In the text, it will match only.
Hello, regex today.
Today. So what it will do, it will match these 2 words, but since the end of the line is not,
It's not here.
it will not match the first one, but it will not match the second one, but it will match the first one.
Ah,
I think it's.
I don't think it will match any.
Oh, it doesn't. Yeah.
Because you are supposed to.
You're ending the line with the
You are requesting end of the line. So,
Yep. You're right.
The $sign is the end of line character.
Mhm.
It's not the end of the line. It's the end of line character.
yeah.
It's matching
Which creates the end of the line.
But it might be that the line actually doesn't end.
Mhm.
But that's the case here. It's a small but important point. $sign matches the end of line character, not when the line ends in the file.
Yeah, because you can.
Okay, yeah, I understand that.
But I mean, the caret is
Because there is end of line and end of file,
yes.
Yep.
which are they are different.
And instead end of line, it means end of file.
Because it's a string.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's data. So we will do 2 demos, finding characters and finding lowercase. I took those 2 demos off of pythonchallenge.com. You guys familiar with that website? Only one? Okay, so Python Challenge is like really interesting website. It gives you a challenge and then you have to solve it using a paper or pencil, which is really tedious, but you can use your powerful tools to solve it for you. So it will give you a picture and a hint. So recognize the character, maybe they are in the book, but maybe they are in the page source. So you go to the page source, and then you find that there's a stream of data in here, and there are characters you have to look for. It's impossible for you. No, it's just like $signs and signs, and it's really hard for you to do it by like hand or looking. So what you do is just carol the data, carol the page, and then I got it for you in source.txt. So this is the text, the source, the page source code, and this is the source code. So if we want to look for characters, we can do egrep, and then only print only matching, and then we're looking for
W.
W,
W.
and then sources
Plus.
txt. Okay, so that's the problem. If you put W, remember W includes underscore. So you do.
What is it showing in this case?
It's showing underscores. It's showing everything that you matched, but also that includes like.
Can you say W?
Yeah, you can exclude underscore, but you can do it smartly, and then you do it this way, and it will give you all the data. Quality. You can do it translate bonus and it will give you that. So you take the word and then you put it in the URL, and it will tell you you succeeded. Yay! So you go to the next challenge, which is challenge 3. One small letter surrounded by exactly 3 big bodyguards on each of its sides. So you go again to the source page.
Oh, okay, it's a nice game.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's geeky, yeah. And then you can look. It's really hard for you to notice. There's one small letter surrounded by 3 big letters on each side. So it's really hard for you to do it manually. So there's chord sources 2, and this is all the data. Correct. So we know not a big capital character, and there are 3 capital.
Why not?
That means there's something that's not, because he said there's exactly 3 characters, big capital, big bodyguards on every side. So that's 3. But what comes before it, it should be not a capital letter. And then there's a small letter, and also a big, and then also a not. A, C, sources 2, I forgot the only match. So gave you the whole thing that matched, but we're only interested in these line, not what's surrounded. So you can do it also by.
This is good for shell scripting.
Exactly. No, the next one will be good for shell scripting. Sorry. 3. And that gives me that.
Can you say like O0?
Hmm?
If you put some option after the O, it will give you exactly the match.
No, I think we have to use like Python or something. But you can do it grab, pipe it to grab, and then get it. But the last one will be straightforward because it's A to Z only, and that's it. Translate the extend, And then the word we're looking for is just linked list.
هذا قطعة عدد.
So,
قاعد تتحرك ما قاعد تاخذ بانوراما.
so it told us to go to linklist.php and then linklist.php.
Can you go back to the...
Yeah.
No, to the code.
Oh,
To the terminal. Can't you do it with just two...
you can do it with one actually.
No, I'm saying here, because what's the point of the second one?
Oh, so when you do the first one, let me show you. When you do the first one, you can see that there's
Small ones, okay.
small ones, so it's really hard. But you can use set and then get them. I
Okay.
think set match.
What's it?
It's just
Stream editor.
stream editor. Then you can capture it.
We capture the small.
Yep. Then A to Z. Three. Then I think print. Oops. Substitute that with. I'm terrible with that. But
Have you heard of Set Golf?
no.
Set Golf is, if you want to learn Set or grep or egrep or one of these things, there's a challenge called Code Golf. So what they do is they give you a task to do, and you know golf. So it's like each task has a minimum length of the command.
Okay.
So the more you can get below this, the higher your score is
Okay.
on the thing. So like golf, each hole is like, this is part 4.
Okay.
Which means if you do it in 4 tries, you get no points. But if you do it less than 4, you get the point. So it's the same thing with coding. They'll say this is the command, and the challenge is to get this output in less than 3 lines.
Oh, that's good.
So you can see all the code golf stars there, and they have a ranking table and who is the number 1 and everything. So
and then using the power compile that 3 characters A to Z. Now you can group them because I'm using Python. So R equals that, then R dot find F dot dot read.
underscore is the last.
Last command. And then you can do join. That. Oops. Yeah, because we have to do all seek. Let's open it again. So we did it basically just one command after storing all the data in this line.
Any questions?
Okay. Do you have any other questions?
I have a question.
I think everyone is lost.
If we understand anything.
I have a question about the challenge website. Is this only for regular expressions or?
No, I think it's
different
for
aspects of
no, this is different aspects of
So
Python.
you went back to the regular expression challenge? Okay, is it daily?
No, it's actually they have 23 challenges.
Ah, it's fixed.
Yeah,
They don't come up with a new challenge.
Code golf.
Code golf. Okay. I remember
That's
that
the
one.
only challenges.
And
Okay,
that's it.
raise your hand if you understood the presentation.
I
والله
understand very well.
لا you understood or you didn't?
At first I understand it, but when you start coding like this, that's something really new.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay, you said the caret is to negate, right?
Yeah.
So here you're negating, you're telling it shouldn't be a capital.
This one?
Yeah, but then it shouldn't be a capital letter. Then it should have exactly three capital letters.
Exactly.
Then it should have
One small one.
one small. Okay, one small, then three capital, then not capital.
Okay.
So how do you can you do this in one line? I mean the whole thing.
The whole thing, you can do it in one line, but like you can curl. Like
Okay, you curl then.
Yeah, you can just take that and then you put parentheses. I want it, and then that's it. You put it in Python, and that's it. You do only compare dot compare.
So grep can't take this. You have to put
Yeah.
it in Python.
Yeah, you have to do it in Python, but I think all can do this. If you do.
Why can't it?
Match.
Why doesn't it work in grep? There's no.
I'm not sure. I'm not like that good in grep. But I think if you do match,
14.
then $0, and then you give it the expression. What are you looking for? Which is not, and then A through Z. And I want to capture that. And then A through Z, exactly 3, through Z, not A through Z. And then you do it with, where's the command? Substring. And then you do it.
No, I think these guys are going to get up and go.
No, it's oak. That's oak.
It's
Another
program.
It's a programming language.
It's not.
هو زي grep.
It's like
Sources to
manipulation of strings.
Hmm?
It's a manipulation of strings.
Comes with one, two, or one.
No, it's a Linux standard too. You guys don't know said awk?
Just to be sure, just to make sure. All of this we can do it in our favorite programming languages. No need to do it on.
No, but I'm just using tools.
Yeah.
That's all. Just to make it easier on myself. You can use it with Python, Java.
That's the
Okay. What does the plus exactly do?
Plus means there's one or more.
Okay, so if you put it once, it means one. If you put plus, it means one or more.
Yeah. So
Okay.
It's multiple.
Example,
Multiple.
At least one
or more.
or more.
for example, the URLs in Python. Give them the example of URLs in Python.
Yeah,
So if you have like a
Yeah.
digit,
yeah.
if you have an index number, and you don't know what's the index range, is it going to be 1, 2, 3, or trillion? You don't know exactly. So we'll give you that as a string. But if you want to match all the digits in that URL, you do /d plus. So if you have a URL, mywebsite.com, and then user, and then ID is 1, 2, 3. How can you match 1, 2, 3? You do it by
The
doing
thing is, you don't know it. You don't know it's
how
going to be 1,
many-
2, 3. You know it's going to be
a number.
one or more numbers.
So just /d plus,
Like here, for example.
Do it with-
/d plus.
Oops. I'm not sure why grabs not. Do it with. Only must. So the string is just that. I'll show you one more interesting one, hopefully.
You can
So-
go to regexpal.com and you can type the commands and it will show you the highlight meshes on trying.
Okay. So you can see that we'll give you a number and then you have to put it in the URL. And then we'll give you another number. And then you have to put it in the URL. The URL. After a while, get like really boring. So after a while, yeah. So what you do is just use a regular expression. You can do
Python is good.
yeah.
Just
Python is
use
good.
requests and
Yeah, you request and then you
no requests.
You match.
library.
request. No, I don't. I think I don't have it on my machine. I have URL to whatever.
See.
But you can also do it with I equal this number and then while I is greater than 0, do I will equal, and then you curl silent that URL. Oops. And then and then you know it's going to give you a text.
Yeah.
Oops. Yeah, inside the. And then it will give you a text which is. No,
Quote the
I think I quote.
yeah, you do.
Well, you don't have to. And then it will give you a text, and then you can match.
Just
I
automatically
think
digit,
next
right?
nothing is what's only people.
Or just say ends with 5 digits.
It doesn't. No, it's not 5 digits. You don't know exactly.
Or 1 or more digits.
Yeah. And then you can egrep. I'll tell you why I did it this way. 0, 9. And then we'll transfer that. So it's basically it's making a request to that website and then capturing the numbers in here, and then it's making another request with the new number, and it's assigning I every time. You can do it in any program.
Yeah.
So I chose
How many pages did they put in the challenge?
I'm not sure for that. Just I'm not sure. Well, enough to make you go on light yours. So you can wait for it until it breaks.
I want to go back to the shell.
Okay.
I'm interested in that. So while I
Is it greater than 0?
okay. Do semicolon is just to
Semicolon is basically next line.
okay.
I will equal
will equal to
The command.
Then you put the command.
curl size.
All of that command will result only a number.
Yeah.
A string number that will be assigned to
Yeah, and then the last number is that. But you can see just divided by 2 and keep going. So, divide down.
What do you get at the end?
Divided by 2, which is that one. And then I will equal this number. And then you stop the script.
Really?
And that's it.
For everybody?
شنو؟
Okay, I think that's it. Do you have any other question?